Good morning. Happy Thursday. We have an absolutely glorious day in the mountains today. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love springtime. It's all I can do to sit here in this chair. I want to be out in those woods. It's so beautiful. And so I open up the window. When I started this a year ago, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Wendy. Who else is here? Wow, you guys are just popping in all at once. I was just saying, it's glorious here. It's glorious to see that sunshine in. So I open up the window just to let a little bit of sunshine in today and some fresh air, and you can hear the bird songs. A year ago when I started doing this, the bird songs were everywhere. I remember that was like the most important thing. It was like lifting you guys up. We were solidly in the COVID shutdown, and I'd open up the windows and you'd hear the birds singing. So I'm back to springtime. It's been just about a year since we started all this, hasn't it? Very, very close. So the birds are singing again. Major bird songs this morning. So sharing. Thank you for sharing, Wendy. Hi, Stefan. Good morning to all of you who are here. I can't see necessarily who you are, but I'm glad that you're joining me. So it's Thursday in the bright sunshine of the mountains. And I'm all about energy again today. It's all about energy for me. I wake up some days. Today is very difficult. There's been so much work going on. I really feel like a lot of that is our ascension, is as our DNA is advancing. You know, we can go into all that science. It's difficult on the physical body. So I can't say your name. Hello. So today is all about energy and feeling that lift. So I think that's what I named it, the lift, because I know for me. Good morning, Deborah. Good afternoon. I know for me, I can wake up sometimes still and I forget that I'm just embedded. I'm just being pulled into, or I've been sleeping in a pool of negative energy. It feels like that's somewhere I've walked into it. Somehow it's moved in, and it's just a part of my beingness. And so I have to work to release it. So it's all about your intention. It's about, okay, I wake up and I'm feeling really, really icky. How do I feel? How do I feel when I wake up? Do you wake up going, okay, we're ready for another day, feeling good? Or do you do like I do and you wake up and go, ew, I've got all this stuff I've been collecting. I feel like I'm working all night long, like filtering negative energy all night long. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm working. So when I wake up, it's time for me to start moving my way out of it, to realize that that is not my negativity. I don't need to carry it around. Even if it is my negativity, I can release it, right? So, Aaron, I know you're having a hard time, can't sleep. So, and it's worse now. I think maybe you're what I'm feeling, because that earthquake, whenever the earth does some wild, crazy thing like that, I'm feeling it. So I'm feeling that energy today, Aaron. Sending all kinds of healing to your country, to that big old earthquake in New Zealand today. Good morning, Melanie. So glad to see you. Hope you're feeling better this morning. So, if it's all about energy and we're sitting in it and we're feeling this solid negativity all around us all the time, do we allow ourselves to sit there? I used to call it my mud bath, my mud pit. At first, it was a mud puddle. Sometimes it feels more like a mud pit. And I had a good friend that tried to help me to change the way I looked at those mud pits, and he called it a mud bath. And that might be a better way of relating to it. It's a time of resting, it's a time of healing, it's a time of growth. So I encourage you, if you're going through those muddy waters today with me, it's not too bad. I did feel a good lift. That's what I'm all about today, is this energy. What does it feel like? Being more aware of what you've woken up in. Is it mine? That's a big question. Is it mine? And if it's mine, what do I got to do? Is there something there that I need to be paying attention to? Is there a little squeaky wheel that needs my attention? Or if it's not mine, why am I carrying it around again? You guys are like me. You're empaths. You're like, I pick up stuff everywhere. I pick up stuff that doesn't belong to me. If someone reaches out, do this. I know that you've done this before. Somebody just hands you something. You're like just standing there. You're not doing anything and you're not really thinking about anything. And somebody walks over to you and they hand you something and you just reach out and take it. You don't even look at it first. You don't know if it's yours or if it's something that you got to deal with. It could be something that's totally theirs and it's not your problem at all, but you'll reach out and take it anyway, right? So that seems to be what we're made of. We're willing to take on everybody else's stuff so often. So ask yourself this morning and every morning and in the evening and whatever time of day it is, when you start to feel energetically icky, is this mine? If it's not mine, then I need to start calling on Archangel Michael. I need to start calling on my guides. Please clear any negative energy. Now this morning, I woke up feeling icky again, and so I'm like, I'm in the shower. I'm like, okay, please. Usually in the shower, I'm washing away any negative energy. I'm asking, calling in Archangel Michael, and I'm asking, and I'm asking, and I'm asking. And I felt a little better, but I wasn't getting there. There's still something hanging on me. So after a little while, I started going, okay, what is it that whose face keeps coming up to me? Who keeps popping in? Because I know that there's somebody with negative energy attached to me right now. Somebody is draining my life force. Who is it? And all of a sudden I went, okay, that one I keep thinking about. That one keeps coming into my reality. Let me ask Archangel Michael to sever any cords or attachments to that person, to that family line, to, and I started naming names and I could feel it again. As I do that, all of a sudden, that's where it shifted. It was like, oh, that's not yours, gone. So I really hurt highly, and I was like, thank you, because I've been carrying that around for who knows how long. That's the feeling, that's the lift. That moment when something gets lifted off of you and you're like, whoa, what was that? And that's beautiful, and thank you so much. And make sure that you're thanking your angels for helping you. Archangel Michael was right there. But I had kept asking, I wasn't being specific enough. I just wasn't hitting it. I hadn't gotten there yet. Apparently there was a piece. I don't blame him at all. I hold on to stuff. Somehow I think that it's me holding on to negativity. So if somebody said something, and somebody did a few days ago, somebody said something to me that really affected me. And instead of my working to just release it and let it go, I was holding on. It doesn't matter what that other person does. It really doesn't. They might hold on to anger. They might hold on to negative emotions relating to me for the rest of their lives. But if I'm not releasing, I have my side. I have to set my intent on releasing. It doesn't matter. I can't control other people. I can't control what they think of me. I can't control if they think that if their belief systems interfere with what my belief systems are or how I teach. If it upsets them in some way and they're not willing to go there, they're stuck in their religion, whatever it is, it's not my job to fix that. And it's not my job to carry the weight of it. I don't need to carry that. They're stuck. They're not willing to release. They're not willing to move forward. They're just stuck in their own patterns and belief systems. And so it's only my job. Am I stuck in my belief systems? Am I stuck in this need for approval of everyone on the planet? Is that still a problem that I'm dealing with? Yes. Yes. So once I realize that there's something inside of me that I can release. So anything that is holding me back, that is keeping me in a space of negative energy towards anyone. And when I pointed out to Archangel Michael, I'm like, that's where it's coming from. And he's like, yes, you got to release that. It's not them draining my life force. It's me allowing them by my inability to let go. So I let go. And when I finally did, and that's what I'm trying to make clear, that's what the message is coming through, is we often will ask for a clearing or we ask for something, something to be released. But it doesn't matter how much we ask. They can't release it if we're not willing to let go. So it's that simple. That's what I needed to hear this morning. He's like, well, I've been trying to release this, but, every time I try, you just keep on clinging to it. You keep pulling it back up. You keep bringing it back up. You keep talking about it. You keep thinking about it. And then until I was willing to finally say, okay, I'm really done with it. I really don't. I can say all I want that I'm ready to be done with something, but if my energy is not releasing it, if my energy is still holding me in that pattern, nothing happens. Energy is what speaks to the angels, to our guides, to Source, to God, to Jesus, whoever it is that you're calling on. They don't hear. They're not speaking through words. Steve made that very clear to me. He came to me in energy. I wanted to hear his voice. I wanted to see him physically again. I wanted to see what he looked like. And he gave me little glimpses of that too, because he never could tell me no. But he came to me in the most amazing energy. The first I noticed him was his energy. When they speak on the other side, they don't speak with vocal cords. They don't have them anymore. They don't have to use words. They just are. And their energy does everything. And so we are translators of energy. If you get somebody that gives you a message and it's word for word and they're like coming through and it's this beautiful message, because we are translators of energy. And I talk about this often and I'll continue to talk about it because I want everyone to hear it. Everyone on the planet. Spirit talks in energy. Our requests, as we sit around and we go, well, I've asked God for this and I've asked God for that, and I never receive it, no matter how many times I ask, then you're asking with your words, and your words mean nothing if you don't put any energy behind them. So the energy of what you're saying is speaking louder than your words. That's why you're not receiving. Or sometimes you're receiving in a different way and you're sitting there waiting for it in this way. It's not happening. It's not as simple as just thinking, well, I asked for it this way. I'm going to sit here and wait until it comes in. I'm just going to sit here. It's more like, oh, you asked and it came to you in 6 different ways, but you just weren't willing to let go of your idea of what it was supposed to be in order to receive. So the toy box that we were talking about yesterday, that's a big one. You know, we're all little kindergartners and we're still holding on to our toys like we don't want to share. We hold on to our toys, our gifts, our abilities. We keep them to ourselves. We don't want to allow them to be seen by anyone else. We're afraid that somebody else will take them from us. We're holding ourselves in this place of selfish 3-year-old. It sounds bad. Selfish is not a good word, but that's kind of what it is. It's like we don't want to just let go of the toy. We say you got a broken toy and you take it to your father to fix it. And your father says, sure, I can fix this for you. And then you just grab it back before he gets a chance. That's kind of what we do. And it's the simplest thing. And yet we just do it all the time because we're not willing to let go. Fully let go. Yes, we'll let go for a little while. And then we start thinking about it again. We're like, okay, Archangel Michael, please take this negative energy away. But then in 5 minutes, I'm going to start pulling the negative energy back because I want to think about it again. Because I want to dwell on it. Because I want to really put a lot of energy into it. I felt hurt by that. So I'm going to just make sure that I milk this for everything that I can. It doesn't serve me to do that, nor does it serve you to do that. So the biggest thing that they're sending through to us today is our willingness to let go. Our willingness to let go of how we think things are supposed to work out. Our willingness to let go of how we think other people should be treating us. Our willingness to let go of once we ask, that willingness to let go of doubt. You know, we don't believe, so we don't receive. We're not willing to get ourselves into a place of just letting go. And it feels good to let go. Wow, when that energy released from me today, I was like, woo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But it wasn't up to Archangel Michael. You know, like we call on the angels and they come in and they're willing to do whatever. They're like, okay, here we are. We're trying to do this for you, but you're still holding on to it. Just let go, babe. Just let go. Just let go. So these phone calls continue. So if you can find your way to that today, to try to find some truth, and then I hope that it's speaking to somebody that's here today. If you're still stuck, if you can't seem to move past a certain situation, if you're just not getting where you need to go, I feel oftentimes, as far as I've come, I don't focus on how far I've come. Sometimes I'll sit there and focus on how far I still want to go, and maybe feeling like, man, you know, I'm never going to get there. Well, that's negative energy. That's holding me back. It's not allowing me. Once again, I have to take responsibility. I have to take responsibility for rewiring this silly brain of mine that wants to pull me into negative energy. It's all about self-love and whether or not I deserve to have a better life. Whether or not I deserve to sit here. I can be every morning before I get on here. I want you guys to know every morning Before I call in my higher self, I'm like, well, maybe nobody really wants to come and listen today. Maybe I'm just, whatever. I can listen to the voices of those doubters, the naysayers around me. I can listen to the naysayer within my own self. And I could go hide in a cave someplace and just be by myself for the rest of my life, if I choose. Or I can quiet that voice down and say, okay, come on, don't be like that. Asking that little ego to come into alignment with my higher self. My higher self is unafraid. She has this energy, this amazing energy that comes into the room. She just flows in. She glides. She doesn't even walk. She glides in. I saw her walking on the beach, and I know she glides, and I know that she's everything that I ever wished I could be. Everything. And that's who I am. Isn't that funny? Everything that you've ever wished that you could be, you already are. All you got to do is call in your higher self. Clearly, people want to hear as they show up. Thank you, Wendy. I love how practical you are. Hi, Robert Dosa. Good morning. Who else have I missed? Angel, good morning. I think I caught up to Melanie and Deborah and Aaron. So I think that we all just have to, if you really want to see change in your life, you really have to look at yourself. Where are you pulling in? Where are you holding on to negative thought patterns? Where do you let it keep repeating? We're like these record players that just keep on going and going, the same thing over and over and over again. And we're like, man, I'm really tired of that. I really don't want to hear that anymore. And yet, we just keep letting that needle touch down again, and it just keeps playing it over and over again in our brains. And it's no fun. It really isn't any fun. There has to come a point where you physically, you see yourself. You have to set your intention on, nope, I'm changing that record. I'm not listening to that one anymore. I'm just going to lift up that needle and it's done. I'm not going to listen to that rhetoric, that stuff that the brain likes to go to. You have an acre of pain and the brain will go to the worst thing. Oh gosh, I better go Google that and see if I've got something horrible wrong with me. Or you can just tell your body it's perfectly okay. You are healthy, you are strong. I trust you. I am so grateful to this physical body for staying healthy, for staying strong. Like we can change the way the energy rolls in, how we are reacting to the stimuli, to the things that are going on around us. Not repeating, but reinventing. I love the re-game. Thank you, Wendy. It's so much fun to play the re-game. We should do that once a week. What are your re-words today? Reinventing is a beautiful word. Reinventing. I'm reinventing myself like the phoenix. I've gone down in the ashes again. People think, oh, that's a one-time thing. No, it's not a one-time thing. I do it just about daily. Every day I go down in the ashes. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, ugh, yuck. Okay, let me sit down on the floor. Let me start working on myself. And by the time I've meditated a little bit, stretched a little bit, listened to some music, taken a shower, walked out in nature, put on the, whatever. I've got all these things to pull myself back up out. And once I do, and once I start calling on my higher self, and when I start calling on the angels, it's like, okay, there we are. There we are again. There we are. It's worth the work. It really is. I don't want to stay there. I know what it's like to be lost in deep depression. I know what it's like to want to just not be here anymore. I do it almost daily. Almost daily. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you really want to keep me here? And then I go, yes, I want to stay. I want to stay. I want to be a part of this. So here I am. I'm still here. Am I tired sometimes? Yes. Do I get frustrated with humanity? Yes. Do I know that God cries. I know that our Creator cries. I know that oftentimes when the angels and all of creation looks down on the mess that we've created here and all the hate, if I turn on the news, that's when I get tired. I'm so tired of the way people treat each other. I'm so tired. I'm ready for a change. So I'm staying. I'm staying so I can be a part of that change. And I'm grateful to all of you for sticking around too. All we can do is just keep lifting it up. We just keep asking, okay, all right, you old negative energy, you're gone. I'm banishing you. I'm going to go out. I'm going to sit on a rock, and I'm going to let the light just shine back in. I'm going to let the sun shine on my face today, and I'm going to breathe it in. And even if I don't feel that great, even if I still feel kind of heavy, it's okay. It's okay. It will lift. It will lift. I'm just going to keep on working at it. I'm not going to quit. I'm not giving up. So that's me today. Wendy, not repeating, but reinventing. Give me some more rewords. I love rewords. Reuse, recycle, recalibrate. Time to recalibrate. Reason. What is reason? Give me a reason. That's a good one. Reason. That got me moving. Reason. Sometimes we need one reason. One reason to wake up and keep being who we are. It might be that cat laying in your lap. It might be the birds singing in the trees. It might be that sun shining in the blue sky. It might be the green trees or the wind as it blows through those pine needles. It might be cheesecake. I don't know. What is it? What is it? I know you've got something. One reason to keep on going today. We really require your divine brilliance here. You heavenly angel. Thank you, angel. See, that is my reason. Thank you, angel. You are my reason. Whoever is here listening, whoever watches in the future, you are my reason. I come in because I struggle too. And I'm not going to hide those struggles. I'm just as human as everybody else. And I go through it. Trust me, I go through grief. I go through exhaustion. I go through negative energy. I go through pain. I go through illness. I go through all of it right along with everyone else. And yet I still keep waking up every day going, okay, pull it all in. Pull it all in. Let's be the reason that somebody else decides to stick it out, to stay here and keep shining. All of us. Let's just be the reason. It might be one person. We are the reason. You are. You are the reason that somebody is still here on the planet. Isn't that beautiful to think about? You are the reason that somebody still smiles. You're the reason sometimes little things, like you go to the grocery store and you can tell that that person that's checking you out is having a really bad day. And you just look at them and you say, thank you for doing this today for me. Thank you for coming to work. Thank you for taking such good care of my groceries. Whatever. That waitress that's having a struggle, here, I'm going to give you a few extra bucks. Thank you so much for doing such a great job. To share your light. Just love them. Because I find that the more miserable I am when I wake up, the more I can break free. I break free. Let me see if I can actually word this. Please, higher self, come in and help me. If I'm having a bad day, and I help other people who are having a bad day, then it lifts off of me too. I just pick up, it's contagious. That happy energy is contagious. The joy, the sunshine is contagious. And I used to talk about this. I'll have to post that little video. I used to do like 15 minutes. And it was all about the ripples on the lake. And I sat there by the ripples, and it was months after Steve died. It was less than a year. And I sat there by that lake, and there was water. There was ripples on the lake, and the sun was shining on it. And I looked at those little ripples, and they were like diamonds. I always feel like it's diamonds when the sun shines on the water. And I could see those little, I can see it now. I'm envisioning it, so I'm right back there. So go with me. And every one of those little waves was touching the next one, and touching the next one, and touching the next one, and touching the next one. And they were absolutely covering this beautiful little Christmas lake. And the sun was shining down, and it was shining in my eyes, and it was so beautiful, and it just took my breath away. And I said, that's us. That's us. We are all ripples on this beautiful lake. The sun shines on us, and we just reflect it out. And I might touch 5, 10, and your light might touch 10, 15, and somebody else's 30, and somebody else's 1, whatever it is. Good morning, Carol Ann. Thank you for coming in. Remain. Thank you, Wendy. So, I'm looking at your comments. So be that ripple. It helps us. It helps us to reach out. If we get all wrapped up in our own selves, we can't see that there's somebody else that might need some help around us. We can't see that we have to lift up our face and go, oh, okay. I don't feel very good. I feel pretty crummy, but you know what? I can see that you're in worse shape than me. So let me help you. Let me reach my hand out and pull you up a little bit. Let me say something that might help, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I might feed a hungry kitten. I might help somebody, you know, calm a baby. Do you ever sit in a restaurant and there's a baby in the restaurant that's crying and fussing and carrying on, and you go, okay, I'm a stranger. They're sure not going to let me go pick up their baby and carry it around. I could calm it down if they'd let me, but let me try this. So I call in my higher self and I start focusing and centering my energy and clearing my energy, make sure I'm all nice and clear. And then I say, okay, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, whoever wants to come in, please go to that little baby. Bring them comfort. Let them feel this beautiful energy. You can even create an energy ball for them if you like, because babies love to play with the toy. Whatever you want to do, and send them that beautiful, loving energy. You might want to send it to Mama, too, who's feeling stressed out. Daddy, whoever. Send them healing. Send them a little bit of love. And all of a sudden, the baby, I've had it work. I've seen it. The baby suddenly just goes silent. And sometimes you're like, they're looking around like, oh, what is that? I love babies. Little ones are so easy because they still feel energy. And they haven't shut themselves off. So you start sending them energy and all of a sudden they're just like, oh, okay. It happens all the time. Try it. If you haven't played games with your energy, try it. It works. It works, you guys. You're angels. You have this beautiful energy. Share it out. What does that say? Heartfelt, cheeky kisses. Huge floating already. You're so sweet. Thank you, Angel. Send that out to whoever needs it today. I like the word. What was it? Remain. That's a good word. Good word, Wendy. Remain. Relive. Recapture. I could sit here all day and come up with the words. Babies are open to receive. Thank you, Carol. Receive. You guys are so awesome. Babies are open to receive. And we are too. If we're in the space of understanding energy a little bit, we can be on the other side of the globe and somebody's having a hard time. And if they're willing to receive, you can send it. Sending it out. So let's do that today. Receive, Angel. Exactly. Receive. Such a good word. Are you willing to receive? And if you're sitting around feeling like you're not receiving, then take responsibility for whether or not you are open to receive. Are you open? Reopen your heart every day, every second. The biggest reason that most relationships fail is because when you first fall in love, you're open to receive. You're receiving love, you're giving love. You're just open, your heart's wide open to that other person. And then life hits and you start paying bills and you start getting really busy and distracted and whatever. And pretty soon your heart is no longer open. So my word right now is reopen. Reopen. Put your sign up. Open for business. Open your heart back up. Relationship. Exactly, Robert. Relationship. Reopen your heart to your relationships. Keep them open. Keep that heart open. I understand if you're in a relationship that's abusive or mean or cruel. I understand. I've been there. I had to shut down in order to survive. But then rethink, remove, remove yourself. Please remove yourself from that situation so that you can live a life that's joy-filled, that's purpose-filled. Repurpose, renew, refresh. It's a good conversation. Why don't we go into some meditation for anyone? Rehearsal. Yeah, sometimes I think this life is all one big rehearsal, don't you, Wendy? We just keep on everything. It's like we live this. We just keep on lifetime after lifetime after lifetime rehearsing for the big one. When are we going to get to that big one where we're really gonna make a difference? I think this is it. I think our rehearsals are over. I think this is the live show now. Is that retaliate? Retaliate. Reboot. Wonder about retaliate. Pull that word apart. What does taliate mean anyway? That's a weird word. Have you ever pulled words apart and you go, really a weird word? You know, we say words all the time and they just flow out of our mouths and we just let them go. And then every now and then you'll say a word and you're like, man, I've said that word 100 times. But now when I say it, it doesn't look right when I write it. And it's a really weird word. I mean, just think about that word for a while. That's how my brain works. Resilience. I love the word resilience. Very good, Angel. You guys are awesome. How about if we re-evaluate, relist, recuperate today? If you're really tired and you just can't, just rest. Just rest. Let the angels minister to you. Really rest. Really recuperate. Really trust. Set your intention on wellness. Set your intention on clearing away anything that no longer serves you. Oh, get rid of it. It feels so good to lighten it up and go, oh, goodness. And sometimes, I know for me, I'm not even aware that I'm carrying it until it releases, and then it feels so good. So you don't even need to know. Just let go today. You're trying to find another word for retaliate. I can't, Robert. My brain won't go there. Recreate. I love the word recreate. We're always recreating, renewing, reunite. How about reunite? I love the word reunite. That's a really good one. So how about we reunite now? We all go to some place together. Resist. Resist is good. Wendy gave you that. Resist, retaliate. Retaliate to me feels like almost like it's a negative word to me, because it feels like most of the time when we use the word retaliate, it's like we're getting back at someone, like an attack. They've attacked us, so we're attacking back. I don't know if I'm right about that. Rehabilitate, good one, like changing the habits. Oh, I like that. So rehabilitate typically would be to find a new place to live or to rebuild your home, but changing habits is a great way to pull that word apart. That's great. I like that. So let's go. Let's go together for just a few minutes. We're just going to set our focus on releasing negative energy that's around us, within us, everywhere. Letting go today. Letting go. Let's go onto the pirate ship. Let's walk the plank together today. It's one of my favorites. So we're taking a big breath and we're seeing the roots come out of our feet. Let yourself be grounded. Just say the word. Say it with intention. Ground. My body goes immediately. I've trained it. When I say ground, I just feel, oh, okay, good. It's like sitting on a big rock someplace. I'm grounded. It doesn't have to be a big work. It's so easy. People just don't understand how easy this is. You can see those, envision your roots going deeply, deeply, deeply into the earth. Hear the cracking, the popping sound as they move down through the earth and around rocks and through other roots and the clay and whatever it is that they've got to pass through to get all the way to the center. That beautiful star right at the center of the earth. Imagine all that stardust that comes right back up through your roots. So all that negativity is going to wash right down through those roots. And the earth is a beautiful star wrapped in layers and layers and layers. So down at her core, she's just like you. She's a star. She's shining brightly from within. Redefine, refine, refill, replenish, rehabilitate. You guys are so awesome. So feel those roots and feel that energy start to move. Letting go. Focus on letting go of anything that no longer serves you today. You can say that out loud. Archangel Michael, we ask you to come in today. For each one that's watching this now and in the future, we're asking that you would clear away any negative energy, that you would help us to release anything that no longer serves us. Any negative, lower vibrational energies that are planted deep within, if they can come up now, we ask to have them come up right to the surface so that you can remove them, allowing us to breathe easier, releasing all blocks, cords, attachments, any hooks, even around the backside, anywhere. Any spells, any curses, anything. Releasing guilt, negative emotions, releasing illness, disease, dis-ease. Renew our bodies, renew our minds, renew our spirits as we sit here and allow ourselves to go through this meditation. Allowing for each one of your higher selves. You can call your higher self in. I'm calling Diana. And her energy just fills the space. Nice, thank you. Calling in Archangel Raphael. Feel that energy. Archangel Raphael is a get right to work kind of guy. He just kind of comes in and says, okay, who needs healing? Here I am. So just allow for healing. If you have some place where you're not feeling well, just focus that energy. And any of the archangels, Kuan Yin also wants to come in. I feel her energy. The angels of the violet fire. Saint Germain. Metatron. Who do you like to call on? Just call them in, whoever it is, whoever your team is. Your spirit guides. Your loved one, Steve. Hello. So nice. I love how he just pops right in when I say his name. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to sit here in my bliss now. What a beautiful, beautiful place to be. It's like stepping into heaven. So we're on this pirate ship together. We're all going on the same pirate ship. And we're going to have some fun for a few minutes. So we're all together. If you start walking around, you can hear your feet walking on that wood. You might have bare feet. You might have shoes on that make a tapping sound, whatever you'd like. You see your feet any way you'd like. You might be wearing, I would like for us all to go to this treasure chest, and it is filled with pirate clothes. I want you to put on anything you'd like. You might have a pirate hat and a big pirate coat. You might even put a patch over your eye. Go ahead and get yourself all dressed up. See your little child doing this. It's always fun to bring in the children. It's dress up time. How would you like to dress? Go ahead and take a few minutes. Visualize yourself. We are in this beautiful pirate ship. It's just got these great big massive sails. There's a crow's nest if you look up high. There's a big old crow sitting on the crow's nest. Great big captain's wheel. You can turn it and steer that ship any way you'd like. It's all beautiful polished wood. It's all been shined up for your company. Rewrite the scripts of our lives. Recalibrate our lives. Beautiful, beautiful. In the flow. Perfect, Robert. Stay in that flow. So as you're playing around, there might be hammocks if you want to rest, or you can start playing around on the ship. You can go down below and see what's down there. You go to the ship's, to the kitchen, maybe grab yourself a snack. Whatever you'd like to do for just a few minutes. We are setting sail. So you'll feel the ropes are being released, and all of a sudden we're just moving forward. Those sails are filled with air. The wind is blowing gently into them. And we're moving out into the ocean. And the ocean is so blue, and there's a breeze blowing, and you can see the diamonds on the water, all those beautiful little ripples as the ship cuts right on through. Dolphins jump alongside the boat. There's a big rock over the side, and I see a little family of mermaids there playing too. They wave at us as we go by. And we just go out into the ocean. And it's so blue. The sky is as blue as it can be. A few clouds stray by. The wind blows on your face. The sun is on your cheeks. And we get to a beautiful little cove. It's nice and safe here. And so there is the plank. And we're going to get pulled right back up on. You don't have to stay, but we're going to take a little time to go walk that plank together. And when we do that, we can't go in with all of this heavy or all these boots and coats and hats and all that stuff. So as you're standing in line for that plank, I want you to just start dropping that stuff to the floor. Just start dropping. You can hear it as it buds. Anything you're willing to let go. So as you pick up something, say the pirate hat, you're letting go of fear. Just let it go. Boom. And as you take that eye patch off, you're allowing yourself to have clear vision. You're letting go of that fear again. You're letting go of self-doubt. Letting go of all of those things you've been told that aren't true. Whatever it is that you need to let go of today, just envision as you drop it to the floor. Let it go. Boom. Let go of those old heavy boots. They're just weighing you down. Anything that's weighing you down today that it's not your own, let it go. And when you get down to a cute little bathing suit, you can step up on that plank. Feeling all light now. Feeling the sun on your skin as you walk. It's very safe. When you don't even need to look down. If you do look down, don't be afraid. It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of in that water. It will always be a safe place to land. So when you're ready, you walk to the end. You got let go of all that stuff. And now we're just going to wash you clean. And we're asking the angels to come as you step off of that plank. Asking the angels to clear away any negative energy, anything, any of those mud balls that are stuck to you from other people. Anything that is not your own. Anything that you've been carrying that you don't even know you're carrying it, but it's there and it's weighing you down. As you jump into that water, you're washed completely clear, asking source energy to help, coming down over your crown, clearing away all that negativity. So when you're ready, you can step off the end of that plank and just go right down into the water. You can belly flop, you can dive in, you can go feet first, whatever you feel comfortable with, down into the water. Stay down in that water as long as you want. You can breathe in that water, it's okay. Stay there and enjoy it. Dive deeply if you'd like. Go look for mermaids, whatever you'd like to do. Go find a cave. Look for deep treasures down in the water. Sunken ships and treasure chests. Gold coins, whatever you'd like. You can bop back up to the surface and you can laugh. Seagulls are flying over. Whatever you'd like to do. Just set your intention on washing clean, letting go. Just release those muscles in your shoulders. Release that tension between your eyes. Let go. It feels really good to let go. There's nothing you need to think about or worry about. Let them go. You can just acknowledge, yep, okay, and then just let it go. Let it wash away in the water. Away it goes. I've got to worry about that. Just for a little while, be at peace. Let your child play. Reshine, repatch, reverse the universe. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Re-sing the song of our soul. I love these, Robert. So what are you seeing as you're playing out there in the water? How are you feeling? Sometimes when we first jump in, it's like we sink all the way to the bottom because we're still so loaded down with stuff. And then as we're releasing and getting a cleansing, we start coming up further and further to the surface. If you look up, you can see the sun shining through the water. So beautiful. There's rays of light breaking through the water. Almost little rainbows. There's dolphins. If you want to grab one, it'll help you to release and pull you back up to the surface. You can come up really fast. Washing it all away. Just let go. It's difficult to let go of all that stuff, all these years we've been carrying it. And you don't have to. I know it's hard to let go, but you can do it. Just open up and relax right now. And as you come up to the top of the surface of the water, you just let your body float up on your back. All of us just floating there. Feel the waves moving you around. You can grab a hold of a friend's hand if you want. We'll make this big old grid on the water. All of us doing our jobs. Sharing out energy as we create this beautiful grid of humanity on the water. All of us, our higher selves. Take a big breath, allowing your light to so shine across the planet. Take one big breath. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Don't think so small. Don't allow the world to get to you the way it has been. Don't let it. You're bigger than that. You're powerful. There we go. Nice release. Nice release. Somebody's letting go. Thank you. So as you're sprawled out over the water, that negative energy that's still within you, it's coming out the bottoms of your feet. It's coming out through your hands. And as it does, it's just releasing into the water. The angels are taking it away. The earth is recycling it. And it comes back to you, washes over you, bringing the sense of peace and bliss like you've never known. All lightened up, clean, clear, ready to start your day. Just relax. There's nothing like just floating in the water. It's one of my favorite things to do. So we're thanking the angels and the guides and source energy, pure source energy flowing through you now. All of your higher selves. I would like you to see yourself coming back up onto shore. We don't even need that ship. We've washed right over towards shore. So as you get close, you put your feet down and you can feel the sand under your feet. You're still in the water, kind of swish through, moving yourself towards shore. And as you do, you're feeling your feet. Let your hands fall in the water. Feel the water on your fingers. Start to feel your fingers and your feet again. Tingly, cool. And keep walking up onto shore. Meet me there. The sand gets kind of warm as it comes up out of the water. Feel your feet. Start to feel the energy moving through your body again, through your physical body. It's received so much healing. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And as we come back up out onto the shore, we start to feel that physicality again. Feel the wellness in your body. Feel how you've released so much and feel how now your shoulders are no longer sagging. You can sit up straight. All lightened up. How does your body feel now? Take a big breath, pulling and integrating all of that energy so you're on the earth. Just pull it all the way up from your toes. Up your legs, up in your knees, your thighs, into your spine. Now pull it through every one of your chakras. And as you do, they each get spinning perfectly balanced. Start with that red. Pull it up. Red, orange, yellow, green, violet, blue, violet, sorry. All the way up into white, into the ground, bringing it all the way up. Each one spinning perfectly. Nice and clear. Perfect, perfect. One more big breath and pull yourself back into physical completely. Nice, nice. Integrating all that energy, shining your light again. You're all bright and shiny today. All nice and clear and clean. Perfect. Renewal. Refreshed. Ah, perfect. When you're ready, you can come back up out completely and say hi. Carol was gliding next to a stingray. Tammy, nice to see you. I missed you earlier, I think. Yeah, relaxing is good, Wendy. We need time to relax, renew, refresh, recuperate. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for coming back and spending time with me. Tomorrow's Friday. I won't be here Friday or Saturday. I will be back Sunday. I love the ocean too, Melanie. Love that ocean. Love to breathe it in. Just the smell of it, the moisture. I can't wait to get back to the ocean soon. Please take good care of yourselves today. I love you guys so much. I'm starving and I have a dog that needs to go out, so I got to get back to reality. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Be good to you today. I love you guys. Bye.